am I? What's going on?
Don't worry, you should rest.
I didn't remember my life before the day I woke up in the hospital. The doctor told me that my parents and I were in an accident. I was the only one who survived. My head injury and the stress had blocked my memories. After being discharged, I ended up in an orphanage.
I'm sure this place will feel like a real home to you.
But that didn't happen. I liked being alone, and I never fit in with the other children. Look, that weirdo is sewing again. Boys always paid attention to me, and the other girls hated it. I liked designing clothes. I would find old dolls, and I would make dresses for them. One day, I found an old mannequin in the trash, and I brought it to my room. I hit the jackpot! Unfortunately, the other girls saw me and complained to the director.
Don't you dare bring disgusting garbage into the orphanage again.
I was locked in my room for the night. As I looked out the window, I tried to remember my parents. Before I knew it, I fell asleep. That was the first time I had a strange dream. In it, I was standing in front of a beautiful blue door. It felt like if I opened it, I would learn something important. But as soon as I took hold of the handle, I woke up. That dream kept haunting me as I grew up. Oh, sorry, I told you all about my childhood, but I completely forgot to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Jessie. By the way, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Private Diary channel. One can never have enough good channels in their life. One day, I was taking a walk in the yard of the orphanage when I felt someone's eyes on me. Who is that? Maybe I just imagined it. One day, I was called to the director's office. Someone must have snitched on me again. But I was wrong.
I have good news. A wealthy couple wants to adopt you.
I was shocked. Usually only young children get adopted, and teenagers stood like no chance. That evening, a cool car drove up to the orphanage.
Sweet ride. You're Jessie, right? It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
It turned out that that car belonged to the rich people who wanted to adopt me.
Mr. and Mrs. Davis have come from out of town to pick you up.
Why did you choose me?
We have 4 sons, but we've always wanted a daughter. Recently, we've been looking through tons of profiles on children from different parts of the state. When we saw your photo, we immediately felt a connection.
That explanation sounded a little strange to me, but the Davises seemed sincere. Who would miss such a chance? The very next day, I got in their cool car and we drove away to my new life.
Why her and not us?
Welcome to Stormbrook. I Googled it and found out that it was a small town with a population of 4,000 people. Will I really be able to fit in here? Soon, we stopped at a gas station. I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, I noticed something suspicious. Did that guy just steal something, or am I seeing things?
It's you again, you filthy thief.
The security guard was about to call the police, but for some reason, I felt sorry for that strange guy. Wait, I'll pay for it. You won't get so lucky next time. Why did you do that?
That's none of your business.
He could have at least said thank you. Why'd I even help that jerk? My new house turned out to be a gorgeous house.
Jessie, we've been waiting for you. Welcome. Our little sister is so beautiful.
It felt like I was in a whole new world. As we ate dinner that evening and watched the news on TV, Mr. Davis, is that you?
You can call me Dad. Father is the mayor. After a flood hit Stormbrook 10 years ago, he saved the town. Several neighborhoods ended up underwater back then, and a lot of residents were left without a roof over their heads. After becoming mayor, Dad helped them.
I couldn't believe that this was all really happening to me. My new room was as luxurious as the rest of the house. It's nothing like the mattresses in the orphanage. That night, I had the same dream again. But when I was about to open the door, the guy from the gas station suddenly appeared in front of me. The next day, I went to the new school with my brothers. They showed me around, and they looked after me. I was in for a surprise when it came to the classroom. Are we classmates? I found out from overhearing snippets of conversation that his name was Jacob. He was a loner and he hardly ever talked to anyone. Over the next week, my brothers followed me around everywhere. At some point, it started to bother me and I tried to sneak away. Eventually, I slipped away and accidentally bumped into Jacob. Oh, sorry.
Watch it.
It's the door from my dream.
Have you been talking to Jacob? Stay away from him.
I couldn't just leave. though, so I found him after school. Is this your drawing? Where did you see this door?
That's none of your business.
The way he acted surprised me and pissed me off. That was not how boys usually treated me. All of a sudden, someone came up behind me. I thought my brothers had found me, but it turned out to be a janitor. Sorry, I'm so clumsy today.
It's all right.
That evening, the Davises' eldest son came home.
Zach is graduating from university this year. He will definitely follow in my footsteps. You know I'm not interested in politics. I want to go into business management.
At some point, a courier rang the doorbell. Mr. Davis received a letter that, for some reason, made him nervous.
It's an anonymous letter again.
I wonder what they're talking about. The next morning, I watched Jacob at school and realized he was about to skip his last class. I couldn't stop thinking about his drawing, and I decided to follow him. When Jacob got on his bike, I followed him on an electric scooter. Soon, we reached the outskirts of town. It seems Mr. Davis didn't get around to restoring this neighborhood. While I was looking around, Jacob left his bike and headed for the mansion standing in the middle of a small island. After waiting a bit, I followed him. At first, there were small, stable sections in the water that I could step on, but soon they all disappeared. I stumbled and I started to fall.
Why are you here? There's a lot of stuff underwater, like pieces of metal and debris. What are you thinking?
Jacob scolded me like I was a child. At first, I got mad, but then I realized he was right. I guess it was stupid of me. Thanks for helping.
Thanks for helping me out at the gas station.
Wow! Turns out you do know how to be polite. Instead of answering, Jacob took my hand and led me to the mansion. It was partially destroyed, but some rooms survived. When we entered the living room, I froze with my mouth open. There's a stage and that door, but all I saw behind it was a musty-smelling hallway and old mannequins. What is this house?
The previous mayor, Mr. Langley, used to live here. He, his wife, and their daughter died during the flood. Mrs. Langley was a talented fashion designer. She organized fashion shows and presented her works on the ground floor here every weekend. This place was the most popular spot in town. There even used to be guided tours of the mansion, and the Langleys had their doors open to everyone.
It's a shame what happened to them. I found Jacob's story fascinating, and I felt like I'd heard it somewhere before. Do you come here often?
I love being alone, and this place doesn't get many visitors.
He said he wanted to be an architect, and that the mansion inspired him.
You're probably judging me for stealing. I know what I did was wrong, but my family's complicated. We don't have any money, and sometimes I don't have anything to eat.
I felt sorry for Jacob again, and I decided I would bring an extra lunchbox to school for him. As we walked back, a familiar car stopped in front of us.
Hey, you! Stay away from our sister!
They didn't listen to anything I said, and they pushed me into the car. Quit doing this! You don't even know him!
And you do? You just met him. He is bad news. His father is neck deep in debt, and his mom is in a psychiatric hospital. Jacob is a wacko too.
When I got home, I overheard my adoptive parents discussing something in low voices. At some point, I heard my name, and I started to eavesdrop.
We've already taken Jesse in. What more do they want?
You need to deal with this. I didn't understand what they were talking about, but it all sounded terribly suspicious. The next day, I snuck away from my brothers at school to see Jacob. When I mentioned his parents, he blew up at me.
It's all your parents' fault. My mom does have health issues. My father borrowed money from Davis, but he set him up and now we can't pay him back. The Davises might seem like good people, but they hide plenty of dirty deeds.
Jacob's words only made me more suspicious. Besides, I still didn't know why the mayor had adopted me. When I got home, I Googled Mr. Davis and I found an article about him. Apparently, he used to be a deputy to the previous mayor. I saw a photo of him standing next to Mr. Langley and his family. Is this their dead daughter?
Sweetie, what are you doing?
I'm the girl in this photo.
You're mistaken. You two just look alike.
She tried to sound nonchalant, but I could see she was tense. That evening, she and Mr. Davis left and said they wouldn't be back until the next day. My brothers noticed I was upset and tried to cheer me up.
Look, the cake is so happy to see you. Say ah.
Do me a favor, leave me alone. Eventually, I got too overwhelmed and I went to my room. That night, I dreamt about the blue door again. Except this time, I was finally able to open it. Just like in reality, there was a dilapidated corridor behind it. The daughter of Mr. Langley was in it, and she looked just like me. I abruptly woke up and I saw my brothers crowded around my bed. What are you doing here?
Sorry to wake you up. We just wanted to show you how much we love you, little sis.
When I saw what they had written on me, I was horrified. What is this? This is so cringy! Get out! It seemed Jacob was right. There was clearly something wrong with this family. The next day, before school, I opened the article again. After looking at the photo, I saw something that I hadn't noticed the previous time. The school janitor was there. Naturally, I decided I had to talk to her, but the first person I met at the school was Jacob. I told him what I'd learned, and we went and found the janitor together.
Mrs. Chatham, may I have a word with you?
She hesitated for a bit, but in the end, told me the truth.
Davis took advantage of Mr. Langley's death. He not only took his place, but also stole his entire fortune. I was working as a maid for the Langleys at the time, and I knew that their daughter had survived the flood. The Davises faked her death to claim her inheritance, but I couldn't prove it, and I didn't know where the girl was.
That girl, is it me?
It is. I recently visited the city where you'd grown up. I saw you at the orphanage by chance, and I recognized you right away. I was afraid to openly go against the Davises, so I sent them anonymous letters threatening to expose them. It must have worked since they decided to adopt you and keep you close.
I suddenly got a terrible headache. Mrs. Chatham's story had opened the door behind which my memories were hidden. I remember everything. Our house, the fashion shows, my parents. That's where my love for fashion design began.
Everything's gonna be all right.
Jacob comforted me, and as soon as the Davises returned, we went to them together. When I accused them, they tried to deny everything. But then, my stepbrothers intervened.
You told us to charm Jessie and watch her every move. You even promised to give us a new car for it. If you're innocent, then why do all that? You can't prove anything, just like your father. I made sure he'd pay interest and stay in debt for years to come.
I expected Jacob to lose it, but he suddenly smiled.
Here's our proof. I recorded everything. You.
Mr. Davis tried to grab the phone, but his youngest son stopped him.
A car's not worth this. Jessie is a great girl, but our parents are bastards.
Soon, everyone found out the truth. Mr. Davis was dismissed and arrested for fraud. I got my inheritance back. Zach took me and my brothers in and became our guardian. Jacob got his father's promissory notes and dealt with his debts. I decided to restore my family home and bring back the fashion shows in memory of my parents. Zach took over the project. Jacob got a job as an architect's assistant and paid for his mom's medical treatment. Mrs. Chatham quit working at the school, and we hired her.
It seems like you're getting in the habit of falling.
It'll be fine, as long as there's always someone there to catch me. Jacob suddenly leaned in to kiss me. Butterflies fluttered in my stomach. Hey, no spying! You should help me come up with a name for my fashion collection, and write it in the comments down below instead.